Oh, we'll always love that opening, and always big shout out to the great Stone Loki I saw out there in the chat for that opening. Thank you as always, buddy. Really appreciate it. It's good to see you, man. Good to see all of you here with us tonight. Clobberin Times Monday Night Moxie Comics Talk and Clobberin Times issue number. Well, let's see, we're number 250. It's a landmark number 250. Well, of course, that's on YouTube. Under 950 overall over the past 12 plus years. And look who is hanging out with me tonight. I have my great guest buddy. We've been buddies since I first came to YouTube, and we've done lots of streaming together and hanging out. We haven't been here in a while, but we've hung out all over the place. We used to do the comic book round table and all kind of fun stuff together. This is my man right here. Welcome, 24/7 Fusion Media. Good to see you, bub.
Hey, good to see you too, man. Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, I'm looking at all the great people here in the chat. I'd like to say what's up to Zax, Chris Persia, my boy Loki, Stone Loki from Mornings of Mischief. Yeah,
I'm going to do the shout outs in just a second, man. I just wanted to make sure you were how you doing and everything. And yeah, brother, I think we got a good crowd there. See, I can't see much right now. I don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah, I mean,
let me fix mine. Okay, well, StreamYards is being ridiculous. Well, so is YouTube, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I was dealing with them a little earlier, so.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, yeah, we have the great Steve Mitchum is here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, bro. Nick Weiser popped in for a second. He had to run.
All right.
But Nick Weiser, buddy, always a pleasure. He said, hey, gentlemen, just popping in to give a thumbs up. Shout out to 24 because he's the man. And
I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to Nick Weiser.
We have Cosmic Fusion. I don't know if I've seen Cosmic Fusion. Do you know Cosmic Fusion?
Nah, I can imagine who it is, but no, I'm not sure.
I
can't say.
Well, hello, Cosmic Fusion. The Man of Iron is here. D-Bud. No, really, I'm serious. I don't know who Cosmic Fusion is, but welcome, Cosmic Fusion. Let's see. Pat S. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, Pat S. Yeah, that's my man right there.
Hey, buddy. Kal-El, brother. All right. Good to see you, man. Man, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you over at the – man, what an unbelievable – I got to say, man, what a crowd we had at Saturday Night Star Trek. This past Saturday night, it was the biggest ever. I can't believe it. It was just – it was a madhouse in the best possible way. And thank you all. You were just all spectacular. It was over 4 hours because we had to get, so we had so much interaction. It was amazing, though. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you all so much. We're blowing it out of those Saturday nights. Raquel and I are really loving it. Thank you. JPRPH John, what's up, buddy? Always, I say D-Bud. I think I said the Man of Iron. D-Bud Martin. Thanks, buddy, for being here. The great Loki's here. Look at that. Loki. All right. Loki. It was showing that I had nobody here for a while there, and I know, but I saw differently when I looked at the other chat. Anyway, Loki, brother. Good to see you, man. And look who's here. A beautiful lady, Sherry. Hey, Sherry.
Sherry.
Hey, always a pleasure, my dear. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see here, bud. Let's see who else we got. The great Eric K., the Master of Wrenches. And the other Master of Wrenches, Chris Persia. What a duo there, right?
Yeah. That's a tough combination to beat, man.
Yes, indeed. You got it, man. I like that. I don't know how you did that, but I like it, Chris Persia. Whoa, look at that. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't think I've done how to do that. Let's see here. Zax, the Hulk villain. What's up, buddy? I always call Zax the Hulk villain. And I got asked about it last night. Yes, he's a Hulk villain. Zax. Everyone knows that. Come on, man. Oh, yes, I forgot the M for the great Mark, our dear departed, beloved Mark C. in the chat. Thank you all for that.
Great guy.
Yep. Let's see here. Chat kind of jumped on me, everyone. My apologies. I hope I don't miss anyone. Stuart Mitchell, buddy. All right. The man, never forget. Stuart Mitchell. We will carry this forever. and that is that Dolly had braces. This one's for you. Stuart Mitchell, Dolly had braces. I don't know if you know that story. It's a long story, man, but yeah, well, it's something we've been fighting for a long time. It's a new war.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I never heard of that.
Well, I'll briefly recap that in a second. J-Man, what's up, brother? All right. We'll do some show notes really quickly. Oh, look, the Comic Relief Crusader is here. And we're going to get down to beeswax, but I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. And let's see, coming up, of course, what did I do? I did something wrong. I hit the wrong button. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm very disorganized tonight, brother.
Nah, you good.
Of course, every one Saturday night Star Trek's going great. Really appreciate that. But coming up, I will have another Spinner Rack Time Machine coming. 2 videos as always, as I've been doing. I'm really having a lot of fun doing those, and I want to thank everyone who's been watching them. I really appreciate it. Like my boy 24/7 here, he does a lot of great videos and stuff. And of course, there's a link in my description below to his channel. We're going to put that out there. But I don't do that many short. I have not done that many short videos until recently. But I'm having fun doing these. If those who like comic book history, please check those out. There's a link in the description below. That's a different show note. Sorry. And,
no, it's all good.
My new series of videos, short trips, just started this week. I got this one I did the other day. That's a new one. That's also going to be all comics history related. That's about the DC Comics Hotline. Does anyone remember that? Did anyone call that in the 70s? That's a weird one now. And my weirdest.
That was expensive. That was an expensive phone call.
Well, one of them, but the original one actually was just like a toll-free thingy. But you,
okay.
Yeah, but no, you're right. They had one where you could call Vote to Kill Robin. That was a hotline as well. Anyway,
I remember that.
But you're right. And, of course, my Hulk video of the strangest Hulk comic book ever made. And, of course, Spinner Rack Time Machine videos. And tomorrow, Wednesday night, folks, I'm very disorganized. I'm so sorry.
No, you good.
We're celebrating Doctor Who. And my fantastic retro blasting friend Michael French will be joining me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I realized 24 that, and I was talking to Michael about this. We've been Michael and I have been doing shows together for 10 years.
Right.
And just this year, just right last month or whatever it was, it's been 10 years. And we haven't talked Doctor Who yet. We've talked all kind of other stuff. And so, and it's about time we did that. And I love my retro blasting friends. Who else popped in there? Ace Cast On, what's up, bro?
Hell.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I miss you, brother. I hope you're doing well out there. We'll see. And then, of course, the Global Geek Gang shall gather 1 p.m. Central Standard Time Thursday afternoon. And I will have a special panel of Doctor Who YouTubers. I call them Doctor Who superstar YouTubers because there's some great fellas that have great Doctor Who channels oriented. I'll have let's see, my friend Noel with the TARDIS Zone and Problem Being, who hangs out with him. I will have Dan of the Spacebook and a few other friends, including, and I think he's going to be able to make it. He said he's going to be making it. I'm very excited to, even though he's formerly Bowles Trek, he's Bowles Trek, one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who YouTubers that I've been a fan of for years. He's a great guy. And he's amazing.
He's awesome.
I love Bowles Trek. I love his channel. I love his videos. And he is, of course, also a very nice dude and a cool dude. I've done it to hang out with him a little bit just the past weekend. And so Bowles Trek and a few others, which could be a special Doctor Who Roundtable edition of the Global Geek Gang, where some Doctor Who super fans will get together and we will talk about, well, there's the title of it, who we love. In other words, we're not going to talk about any of the horrible things that have happened to Doctor Who over the past, 8 years or whatever, and what's happened to the show. We're going to, since it is upcoming anniversary, 58th anniversary, we're going to just talk about the Doctor Who's episodes and doctors and things that we love, what we love about the show.
Right.
And sorry, that's enough show notes for one night. But anyway, I wanted to get that out of there, brother.
No, that's good, man.
What's going on with you, man? How you been? And what Have you been? Because I know it's been a while. I know you have to have been buying some comics.
Well, actually, I'm hanging in there, man. It's been, it's been a little rough, but I'm hanging in there, man. I'm just, thankful to be here. I'm glad to see everybody. Actually, the fandom, the people that are very supportive of us, they've been the ones, helping to keep me afloat, and I love and I appreciate everybody, man. So I'm just blessed, man. Even though, I have my moments and I'm feeling down, I always know that, I have you and Loki and everybody else. And, like I said, they're just, all the folks that make this thing go round, man. I'm just thankful to, to have them in my life, man. So, I'm all right, man. I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm, been having some books that I kind of, I haven't been buying anything, actually I went and I dug into the long box and pulled out a few books and I just wanted to show you, something that I never shown anybody. So.
Oh, cool. But shout out to the great, wonderful, beautiful Purple Valkyrie. Purple, love you. Great to see you there.
Oh, hell yeah. Purple's here along with Loki, yeah.
Yeah, Mark D with a C is here.
Hey, hell, Mark D with a C.
Yeah, and thank you, Loki, brother. Yeah, we are glad to see 24, man. And it's just always fun hanging and talking comics and comics collecting with you, brother.
Man, yeah, it's like I say, man, it's been a long time coming, man. I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm just I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah, Mark D with a C. So he said he remembers the old days of blow that shit up.
Yeah, shit.
I think they're trying to bait you into saying it because they like when you say that.
Oh man, shit. They might get one here.
Go for it. You can give them one just as a gift.
Yeah, I'll give them one before I go. That's okay. Cool. They'll definitely get one from me.
So what you got going on, man? Have you because for those who do not know, my boy 24/7 is a master of getting those good deals on back issues of comics. He's a comics collector, as you can see. Right. He collects other stuff too. Look at that in the background. He's got all those Blu-rays.
Yeah, I got
or DVDs and games.
I got some games, most of them movies, but I got I'm putting up more more movies up there. I got all the stacks ready. They just I just got to get them up there. So probably like in the next day or so, it'll be complete.
Oh, I got you. But he's also a master of collecting comics, and getting he loves comics, and he loves getting the good deals on them, and he knows how to do that. And so, but again, we don't have any particular topic. We just hadn't visited together for a while, so we're going to talk about that or anything else he wants to talk about with regards of comics and what's going on with him. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just thankful to be here. I went and dug into the long boxes and figured, well,
show us.
I remember, if I'm not mistaken, this had to be about maybe 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks to a month ago. I saw you and Mark D with a C talking about it was either, I think it was Brave and the Bold, or was it World's Finest? We
did all of them. What I did is for like 5 weeks straight. I talked to all the team up books.
Right, that's
major team up books. I started with World's Finest, Brave and the Bold, then Marvel Team Up, Marvel 2-in-1, and DC Comics Presents. Different
it was team up. I was checking out your the DC ones, and I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? So it made me, I thought about that, and I was like, let me grab a few things and see if I know you've probably seen these, but
dude, there's nothing I love looking at more than old comic books. You should know that.
Oh yeah, I already know, man.
I'll blow that kid up right now, and we'll look at some stuff if you're ready, man.
There you go. Yeah, it's
dude.
I have All-Star Squadron. I have All-Star Comics. Right? Yeah, number 59.
Oh, so isn't that that's an early Power Girl appearance, is it not? That's a early Chua cover. Love it.
Yeah, this is it's just fucking mint condition, man. No cracks,
Nice.
no creases. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
love it, dude.
yeah, I love the way Jay Jarek looks, and then everybody's coming up behind him. I still working on Power Girls collection, but I thought this would be a good one to start off with. And
yes, everyone. 24, like myself, is a big fan of like Justice Society and
right.
some of those classic
Oh
old
yeah.
superheroes.
Oh, I love Just Society of America. That's why I'm wondering what The Rock is going to do with these guys, man, because so far it ain't looking too good, man.
It scares me.
Yeah.
See, I love this.
I hate to think about what they're going to do to the Red Tornado, man.
They're going to ruin him. Look at that cover you got there. That's I mean, I love.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite JSAer? I love Wildcat. I love Jay Garrick, of course. And this, I think this
Jay
like,
Garrick.
yeah.
I always loved Earth 2 Robin.
Me too. Oh, dude, thank you. I love his second costume. I mean, the first one was kind of weird, but it was cool. But
yeah, it was kind of weird,
man.
Yeah, the first one was the gray one with
right with
I didn't like
the
that,
R.
man.
It had the R in the middle of the bat.
Right, with this one,
like
this
the
is
second one.
Yeah, the second one. I still appreciate those JLA JSA crossovers, man. Those are
they were annual.
Man, those,
they were every year, and man, I couldn't wait for the JLA JSA crossover. For years, when you're buying comics as a kid in the Bronze Age, that was a big deal back then. Look at J-Man, I'm with Earth 2 Robin. Let me tell you something. I was upset in the mid 80s in the New Teen Titans when they turned Dick Grayson into Nightwing. I always wanted him to be like Earth 2, where he grew up into an adult Robin. I'm not lying to you, dude. It took me 20 years to get over it. I was mad at it. I was mad at that. I still like the comic, but I was upset.
But there's always a chance that something will happen. You never know. You might become Robin again. End up taking up. I mean,
the way they did it on Earth 2. Yeah.
Yeah, he might end up taking back the mantle. Something happens to where he's like, I gotta come back, to my original state, come back being Robin. Who knows, man? You can always hope.
Yeah, but I love that era. What you're looking at right there, that's right around the time when the book ended. Oh man, wow! Again, Ernie Chua cover. Dr. Fate, love him. Dr. Midnight.
Man. Yeah.
Alan
Actually,
Scott.
Yep, there you go, Alan Scott. And I remember seeing him again in All-Star Squadron Annual #2.
Yeah.
This guy right here, and I have that annual over there somewhere, but this villain Vulcan. Yeah, it's
he's called Vulcan. He had like a hammer thingy.
Right.
God, I love that. I love that telling, man. That's my era, dude. I mean, like I said, I can look at these all day. What you got there? Superman, the Earth 2 Superman.
Earth 2 Superman. There you go.
Yep. Wildcat, Hawkman. Oh man, Golden Age.
Power Girl.
And then you got Power Girl. That was right around the time. That was late 70s, and that was when you're getting close to the time where Earth 2 Batman died, but that was an Adventure Comics.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
I looked for that comic forever back then.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's a good one, man. That is definitely.
Yeah,
you can't.
I know back then I couldn't find it on racks when it came out. I would look there were ads.
Oh yeah. That one right there flew off the racks, man. That was dude. Actually, it still costs a little something, man. If to get you a decent copy.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna just even me. I have I own that issue, man, and even then. Nobody's gonna. It's like I'm not gonna find it for like $1 or $2, like I would have.
No, that's
some of these.
And yet, it was. I hated the way they actually handled that one, but yeah, that's that. And again, this issue I do have not a great copy of it, but I have it somewhere. I love it. They had that's a Rich Buckler Wally Wood cover, if I remember right. Keith Giffen was doing that series, but Keith Giffen was inked by Wally Wood inside there. That's anything with Wally Wood, because I love it. I love Wally.
Yep.
Our wonderful buddy Mark C, a namesake for this show, loved Wallace Wood. In fact, he wouldn't even call him Wally. He respected him so much he called him Wallace. But he was one of his favorite artists. Of course, this is around not too long before he passed, unfortunately. But he was a great inker, great artist of all time. And this is what Keith Giffen was kind of just finding himself. So hello, Jack's Mama. Hello there. That's the mother of our wonderful Mark C.
Oh, yeah,
And,
great to have you here. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's one of relative to our wonderful Mark C. And
Hmm.
Jackson Mama, I hope you're doing well, my dear. Nice. Wally Wood. I think Wood didn't even depend all the full cover there.
Oh yeah, I like shit, man. I like love Shining Knight, man.
Yes, I love him. Seven Soldiers of Victory and all that stuff.
Actually, yeah, the Seven Souls of Victory. All in all honesty, I think they're very they should have more than what they're they should have like they're not as respected as they should be, man.
No, you're right, but they're great, and I love them. And again, did you ever have that? Did you have that? I mean, do you remember that episode of the Justice League animated show that had like a tribute to the Seven Soldiers of Victory?
Yeah, I've
that was
seen.
fantastic. Yeah,
And then you get to catch Vigilante.
Yeah, Vigilante's in there.
Right.
Shining Knight.
Sure.
And later versions. By the way, there's J-Man has to run, but okay. J-Man, I tell you what, dude, this I would wish he was here. He's got to run, but because he should, you'd freak out if you know what he did this like a weekend ago at a con. He's buying he's collecting all the DC Comics Presents. He's even got a group over there on Facebook about DC Comics Presents, and he bought a couple. Man, dude, he went expensive on my ass. With some of those he went because some of them are actually expensive, believe it or not. There are a couple of high ones because of 26 is ridiculous because it's the first appearance of the new Teen Titans, and there's a He-Man issue that's outrageous. And he picked up that DC Presents 26, and he got the first. Yeah. He got the first He-Man, first Mongol, and first Teen Titans, and that was some money there, buddy.
DC Comics Presents. That was
Superman teaming up.
Yeah, him. That was issue what 46, 48?
26 would be the new Teen Titans. I can't remember the He-Man.
No, the He-Man one. I think it is 46 or 48.
Look at that, $520 on those three. Wow,
520
on those three comics. The first Mongol, or the two comics. It was 26 and the He-Man. I can't remember the He-Man number, but I
think it is either 46 or issue 48. It's one of those two. Yeah,
numbers. But anyway, those are some big ones. The rest of the series you can probably grab fairly reasonably. But those are some big ones there, huh? Oh man.
Yeah, this is anybody that's familiar with Stargirl, they have the icicle. He's definitely in season 1 and 2. And then this looks like, isn't that the Thinker?
Yes, it is. He was the Golden Age hero. That's the Thinker. And again, there you have characters. The Thinker's in the Suicide Squad, of course.
In the Suicide Squad, exactly.
Let's see. He said, "Sorry, I got more than that for 4." Well, okay, he got more than that for 520. I wasn't sure, but I got a bunch. But that was that was all spent. Okay, gotta go. All right, buddy says 24/7 amazing collection. Yes,
thank you,
and J-Man's got a pretty damn great collection of himself, by the way. It was 47. There you go. 47. Thanks, Kelly.
47. Oh, I was right in the middle. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
So you raised a question by, as you know, that's the Thinker on there, and you got Icicle. We both know that I haven't watched it yet, but a lot of people like the Stargirl series. Now, are these becoming keys because of that Stargirl show?
Actually, Stargirl is actually for what it is, it's not bad. It's they put it on the WB channel, but they never crossed it with the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
and it went on for 2 seasons, and for the 3rd season, they're gonna take Stargirl off. I think it's too high quality for the WB, and I heard that the people from HBO Max is doing the show. So the quality is better.
People like it. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Well, my question though is, and by the way, Loki, good idea, dude. There you go. We should do it, man. Do a roundtable again. So do you know, that, like you said, that one has the Thinker, and he was recently in the Suicide Squad.
Right.
And you have a lot of these comics that have ties to Stargirl. Right. Are those becoming keys, going up in price? As key collectors destroy everything, in my opinion. But the people have to have the key. It just drives up it's just annoying. If you're I'm not a hardcore collector, but I got friends of mine who can't stand all the key collecting going on. So, but
Man.
but let's see here. Yes, I agree though, Loki. We should do that show. I have to get my hands on mine, but I'm content to look at his collection. Dude, it's when you're showing these Bronze Age comics, that's just my happy place, man.
Yeah, it's
nice. Power Girl, early appearance. Probably Joe State in interior, but what the hell? Those are still better than anything they do today.
Yeah, it's definitely, man.
Wally Wood.
Man, this. You know, it's like in anything that the Just Society, you know, it's like, you know, of course they came back in All-Star Comics, and then, you know, All-Star Comics basically was done after this run.
Yeah.
And then you started seeing them in different other books, and anything that the Just Society of America popped in on.
Yeah.
I made sure to buy it.
I bet you have every issue of All-Star Squadron.
Almost. I'm getting there, man. Yeah, I you know.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man.
That
this was Psycho Pirate.
A Psycho Pirate. There you go. Yep. He became big with Crisis. Yeah, man. I always loved the covers with the heads on the side like that.
Yeah, man. I missed that, man. Yeah, with you know, and sometimes they would have them on the other side if it was you know, 2 teams or something like that.
Yep, that's right. When it was,
and then I seen it with 3 teams where they had it going across the bottom.
Yep, the crossovers.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are beautiful, stuff, man. I love these Just Society of America, because I said, you know what, you know, coming on here, I would definitely what you think this is?
What do you mean?
Look at what it says by the Huntress.
Original GSAers. The Huntress. Is this her first appearance? It's introducing you, right?
Right.
There you go.
Yep. The first appearance of the Huntress.
Helena Wayne.
Yep. Helena Wayne. Yep.
Love it. I preferred the Helena Wayne origin.
Yeah, me too, man. I hate it when they turn their last name to a Bertinelli or something.
Bertinelli, yeah. I'm not.
Oh man, I hated that shit, man.
Yeah, I liked she was the daughter of Bruce and
right.
Selena. Yep, I love that Huntress. Let's say that was like Paul Levitt's created or something like that. Or was it Tom? I can't remember, but yeah, that. Oh, look, there's a little shot. You can't see it much, but there's Robin.
Let's see. Yeah. Robin. He's right here in the corner. You get to see him. There he goes.
Yep, Steve says you played with my youth 24/7. That's right. He's got got all these issues. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, I love these, man. These are beautiful, man. And you know, I love getting them in mint condition. So with that issue, you know, I have to get this, man.
Nice. DC.
You know, and it's crazy because between this comic book, between these two, people would argue which one is actually the first appearance of the Huntress.
Technically speaking, it's the All-Star one.
Okay, because if you look at this one, when you look at it for sale, this people proclaim that this is the actual first appearance. Right. So if you look on eBay and see how people sell it, but this is not a $1 or $2 comic like I would normally would have found. This right here is.
This is all. You're right. It is considered the first appearance in a sense because they even just a year or two ago did a replica of this one. Or
right. It's They have the facsimile of this.
Facsimiles. Yeah, they did one of that one. Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Yeah, this is the.
It might have released before it.
Because the facsimiles have it as being the first appearance. When you look at how they sell it,
probably is then. But that says introducing. So
and this one says introducing. So and I've seen this one on sale and people proclaim this is the first appearance. So it's weird, man.
It's murky, yeah. Because I remember not too long ago looking that up for some reason. I don't know why. But I've always been confused about that myself. Now that Secret Origins. I didn't buy that till it was a back issue later, like sometime in the 80s. But I
Right.
bought that All-Star Comics off the shelf, but it's been so long. Hello there, Oliver Belamonte. What's up? But you know, I guess that's why they probably did it for the I suppose that's probably why they did it for the replica. Well, it was bigger too.
Yeah, it's this is, man, like I said, just to have these, it's awesome. And then this is when they threw her in the lineup, you know, so you get to see her.
Yep. I love her. What a costume, huh? Ooh.
You know, hell, you know, it's funny because even her costume is not. It's somewhat like this, but it's not. I don't know. It's. Huh.
Yeah, the Superstars is considered her first appearance, but it's kind of weird. Like you said, I don't understand what happened with that. There we go. Look at let's see what Oliver says. Clobby, I don't understand why it is the villain psycho pirate only. It is the villain psycho pirate only shows up in a crisis event. Yet he had 10-second cameo in the ending episode of Arrowverse Elseworlds crossover episode. Well, and as far as the Arrowverse goes, they did it because he's famous for being in Crisis, but he was around a long time before that.
Right. Yeah. Crisis was when people really saw who he was and what he was about. But yeah, he was around before that. But Crisis, you know, for a lot of people that are not really familiar with these books, they would think that Crisis was the first time that he popped up for a lot of people.
Yeah, we've been around for a good while. And then you really didn't see him again that much after Crisis till Morrison put him in Animal Man. I remember that. Yeah, just found my Batman versus Predator, and one of my long boxes says Loki. Yep, great, cool, love that.
Now you remember this issue?
Wow, dude.
It's Huntress versus the Huntress.
Huntress, the original. See, and for those who don't know,
right,
the lady in the yellow attire is the original Huntress.
Yeah, the original Huntress, right?
Yep. And this.
So you know what's special about this comic?
That lady behind Wildcat, didn't she end up marrying Alan Scott?
Yep.
I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but
no, yeah. Well, you're right about that, but. You see the autograph right there?
Oh, really? Joe Staton.
Yep.
He's the penciler, Joe. Well, there you go. You had that. Did you have someone had it signed? It's in good shape, looks like.
Yeah, this thing is minty, man. It ain't no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. They got Joe Staton to sign it. Then they sold it, damn him. But hey, you got it. So, Marshall Lewis, hello there. Good to see you.
A Joe Staton autographed Just Side of America comic, man.
See, I was never big on some of Staton's DC work. I mean, I like this E-Man and some other stuff. It's kind of a strange title. I didn't like his Green Lantern stuff, but now, of course, that was when I was a lot younger. I look back and I have an appreciation for Staton. I didn't really like his Legion work, but Joe Staton was not everyone's cup of tea. With a good inker, he was okay. Like Bob Layton inked him on some of those All-Star comics, and it looked good. But yeah, so that's pretty damn cool having Joe Staton sign that.
Yeah. Thank you, Kal-El. Kal-El said he just subscribed. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, please everyone. And I think that I don't have the there's a link in my description below to his channel and many other fine channels, of course, but I don't have it in the chat. But if anyone can throw that in there, there's plenty of people with the power of a wrench. Please do so. Anyone who has not yet, please subscribe to my good friend 24's channel.
Thank you.
I think everyone here may have, other than this new subscription you got, but anyone who has not, or anyone out there listening, please do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I know, in addition to comics, everyone, he also talks about some pop culture things like that. He live streams and all that good stuff. So, but our big shared love is the comics. There you go. Showcase. Wow.
This is if I'm not mistaken, this is Power Girl's first solo.
That's her first solo comic. You are correct.
Yep. Yeah, it's like her first solo adventure. Yep.
That's right. Hey, Darth Asker, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Darth?
What's going up, my brother?
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So this is got this.
Cosmic Fusion says if you want some StreamYard overlays, watermarks, logos, that sort of thing, to fancy it up here, just let me know. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Cosmic Fusion.
Yeah, thank you, Cosmic.
Thank you, sir. Power Girl. Thank you, Chris Persia. I appreciate that, brother.
Yo, thank you. Appreciate that, Chris. Yeah, this is the second issue. It's like it's supposed to have been like these 3 issues here is her first adventure. So it's like a more like a 3-part story arc. And
oops. Yes.
Look at that, man. It's beautiful, man. Like I said, these are all
oh man.
They say you can no cracks, no creases.
God, those are really nice shape, dude.
Yeah, so y'all, I'm big into making sure that the comic books I have are
Neil Adams cover. This is a fantastic DC special.
Oh shit!
The Untold Origin.
Yeah, they got Hitler with the Spear of Destiny, man.
Yep. I've always loved this cover, the gold and
yeah, man. This thing is beautiful.
By Neil Adams.
I got like 3 of these.
Really nice.
Yeah, I got 3 of these.
I think I have this one somewhere. I can always say I think because I haven't seen my collection in forever. It's all buried behind.
Yeah, and this clean, man. As a whistle.
That is really nice shape, dude.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this thing ain't. It's not beat up, man. I got 3 of these, man. So
I love it.
And then they're all in great condition, man. So it's just one of those things, man. I love the shit out of this, man. Now, let me show you a comic that this is not in great condition, but me, I'm the kind of guy that I'll keep a comic book even if, like, let's say if it's beat up, but if it's the only copy that I have, I'll keep it until it's replaced.
Well, yeah, that's the way you got to do it, man.
Yeah, and I'm always replacing, but this is
Light Ray.
I got it more for Dr. Fate. I'm sorry. So, but yeah, this is old school Secret
Dr.
Origins.
Black Canary.
Yep.
That's I think that's the original volume of Secret Origins.
Yeah, let me see.
Steve mentioned, you finally got him. You got Steve. He says it's the first one he don't have. Damn. Nice.
Yeah, this is it's good to read, but it's definitely got to get replaced, man. So then I got this book here. I don't know if you remember, but Wonder Woman used to have a backstory with the Huntress.
That's right. That's absolutely. Look at Robin.
Yeah, and look at Robin. But you see what's next to Robin?
Yeah, it's a George Perez cover with his signature, right?
Yep. Autographed by George Perez himself.
I love that. And that was before he took over the book. That was just when he was doing covers.
Right.
That was years before his run on the comic, for those who don't know. I've always loved this cover. And oh my God, Earth 2 Robin. And of course, Helena Wayne Huntress. That is beautiful, dude.
And just see George Perez autograph it right next to Robin. I was like, yo, this is not going into Wonder Woman. Plus, I already got a copy of this for Wonder Woman. So I take this autograph one and put it with the Just Side of America stuff.
Say again? Which one?
Huh?
Oh, okay. What'd you say again?
No, I was saying I already have this issue for Wonder Woman.
Okay.
But this autograph copy had to go with the JSA, Earth 2 stuff. So
Sure.
Yeah. So
do you have an Earth 2 box?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have where all my JSAs, All-Star Squadrons, everything goes in there. Spectre, Dr. Fate, anything Power Girl, Huntress before she, got turned into Bertinelli or whatever her last name was. Yeah.
Yes. Really.
I have. Yeah, of course, man.
That's amazing, everyone. I cannot, but I gotta take my hat off to anyone who would make just a separate part of their collection for Earth 2, because I love Earth 2. I cannot stand. Look, I'm one of those who bitches a lot about Crisis. Crisis pissed me off. Even though it was great art by Perez, I believe Jeanette Kahn and Marv Wolfman did it for the wrong reasons, and I think they were saying it's too confusing to have all these multiple Earths. No, merging Earths was confusing. I loved it the way it was.
I understood it. I love the multiverse. I love the multiverse.
Now you can make the case, though, dude, that maybe Earth 2 should be called Earth 1 and vice versa. But other than that,
I always thought that, man. That never made sense. If they were the first heroes out, why shouldn't they be one and JLA be on Earth 2?
Aside from that, though, I love the multiverse.
Oh man, yeah.
Earth 2, Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4, Earth X, Earth B. Oh, Adventure Comics.
Now with this, the reason why I have this is because the JSA was in here.
Yes,
So
they had a running. Not too
yeah,
long after that other series was canceled, they were put with a bunch of other characters in Adventure Comics. Always went all over the place.
Yeah, these were beautiful, man. I love these, man. And for $1, you end up getting 68-page comic book, man. So this thing is pretty thick.
That's fantastic, dude.
And then
nice.
So, like I say, they have love these, man.
Oh my goodness, I love me a Jim Aparo cover.
Boy, I tell you what, I can.
Man, that's amazing. Dude,
yeah, I love Jim Aparo.
Me too, and I love the JSA. That's a great. Now again, I think this title had some Earth. It has a little bit of Earth 1, a little bit of Earth 2 in there.
Right. So all this is coming out of my Earth 2 box.
Holy crap! Batman 300. Oh, dude, you talk about went absolute nuts when I saw this cover on the stands when first. I mean, just crazy. That is, I don't know.
And this thing is
something. It's just amazing. I love that issue.
Mint condition, brother. Mint condition. Beautiful. No cracks, no creases. This is the real shits. So, yeah, this is Batman 300, and this is the last time that Earth 2 Batman and Earth 2 Robin teamed up.
Walt Simonson did that. I'm fairly sure Walt Simonson drew that one because that was one of his early Batmans, and I just it was just out of this world.
Yeah, so this is. Yeah, so this.
I remember loving it. I haven't read it forever, but.
Oh yeah, man! I read this couple months ago, man. It's the last team up of Batman and Robin from Earth 2.
Oh goodness, that's fantastic, dude! I know I don't have it anymore, but I love it. I just absolutely love it, and I think it's a Dick Giordano cover probably, and I just always love that cover. There you go, the depth of the Earth 2 Batman, folks. And I looked for this, dude. If it were on any, obviously this was like 70. Oh, I can't remember 79 or 80. So it was
some around there. Yep.
Whatever year this was, I couldn't find it on the rack that I normally go to. There were ads in the comics. Look, when you finally get it, I don't like Joe Staten's art on it that much. I didn't think it was that much of a story. It was kind of a disappointing letdown of a story, but that doesn't matter. I mean, shit, I wanted that damn thing so bad. Yeah, I had to find it as a back issue like 3 or 4 years later at either a con or a comic shop. I can't remember which now.
Yeah, so one's to read and the other one but they're beautiful, man. I love these, man. Yeah, these are awesome.
Nice Aparo cover. Well, Staten would mean to Aparo, but yep, he's just dead. Killed by, if I remember right, killed by a 2-bit criminal or something.
Yeah, it was some weird shit.
I can't remember to save my life, actually, to be honest. I remember when I finally read it, I remember being very.
He committed suicide, man.
Batman did? Are you sure?
Because Catwoman died.
Well, I knew Selena died.
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember. I could have swore he got killed by somebody. But go ahead. I mean, I need to reread it.
Yeah, me too, man. It's been a minute.
I love Dead Man. There you go.
And then with the JSA.
I love those dollar comics, man. That was when Jeanette Kahn kind of revitalized DC a little bit with all these dollar comics. A lot of the dollar comics, they did some reprints, then they did some new stuff. These had new stuff in them, the one you got there, and they had no ads and stuff like that. Those were huge.
Oh yeah, no ads. Yup, exactly. I love these, man. And let's say all the JSAs, man. So it's like basically all the JSAs that ran through Adventure during this time. I snagged them all, man. I had to, man.
At one point or another, I've had all of these just about. And these Adventure comics, I don't have them anymore. But I wish I did. I say I don't. I might still have them sitting in a box somewhere. I can't. I haven't looked at my collection in so long. It's pathetic. More Aparo.
Yep.
Still your best buy.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yep. Flash, Deadman, Aquaman, and JSA.
4 all new Superstar Spectaculars. Yep.
Yeah, man. These things were awesome, man.
Comics were fun, buddies. When comics were fun. This is one of my favorite issues of Brave and the Bold. I think this was written by Alan Brennert. They had a 2-parter. I think this one and the next one was Earth 2 Robin, wasn't it?
Or
Hugo Strange in it, or maybe not the next one, but they did one later. But I love that issue.
Yeah, actually, this is like their Christmas issue where, she goes to Earth 1 and she runs into Batman, and then they both go back to like Wayne Manor or whatever, and she calls him Uncle Bruce.
Weird.
Yeah, she calls him Uncle Bruce, man, and he's having a hard time, during Christmas or whatever. But this is after the death of and she even mentions what happened in the Adventure Comics, about her dad passing and everything. So it's like, when you're sitting there and you're reading these Earth 2 comics, that's another thing that I miss. Is when something happened in another comic, they'll have like a little thing at the bottom says, "Go look at Adventure Comics issue blah 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 for the full." They don't even fucking do that shit no more, man.
Oh no, they don't do it. That was an old editorial thing that they started doing it. Really, I think it was Marvel that started doing it in the early '60s. With Stan and Roy Thomas and people like that doing a note and stuff, and it just became a regular thing. There you go. Good God, I love this issue. Batwoman.
Yeah. This is when Batman ends up going to Earth 2.
Yep. Alan Brennert wrote this one, I'm pretty sure. Wow. God, Hugo Strange, buddy. It's just so great. Man, I miss Earth 2, damn it. I want Earth 2 back.
Yeah.
I want to live on Earth 2.
It's crazy because this is Batwoman. She ends up kissing
that's Kathy King.
She ends up kissing Bruce Wayne like damn, you mind me so much of him, and like mwah. And he's like, oh shit.
Oh shit indeed.
Yeah, that was like in the last issue. Yeah, that was before he had to go back.
Oh.
So this is Earth 2 Robin teaming up with Earth 1 Batman. So that's what when I seen this, I was like, this is special. I remember this.
This is my favorite way. I mean, this is the way he should have grown up, being an adult Robin. I love that costume. I love it.
Yeah, man, that was a cool, because he had like the bottom of it had like the bottom of Batman's cape had like those little ridges at the bottom.
All right, Loki, thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh man, take it easy, man.
Take it easy, bud.
Yep. I'll be seeing you in the morning, man, catching your show. But thank you, brother.
I'll be lurking as always.
Yep.
And Earth 2 Robin and Hugo Strange. Love it. Love that Batmobile, dude. That's the greatest.
Man, so this is just that was just a handful of books from my Earth 2 box. And like I said, it's all Earth 2. So there was a lot more than that. There was All-Star Squadron. There was a bunch of other shit, and I was like, well, let me do that. But then there was something else I wanted to show you that I don't think you've ever seen.
Okay.
Ever.
If you think you got something I've never seen, it must be new. But go ahead.
No, actually, it's old. It's
okay.
It's what I've always had, but see, like when I was showing you comics and I was doing all that stuff, that was stuff that I was currently purchasing during those times. But this is something I always had, so that's why I'm digging in the long box.
Ooh.
But this is something that I don't think anybody's ever seen, and none of y'all.
Go for it. You mean as far as you showed us? You mean right?
No, meaning you never seen it before ever.
Okay, go for it. That's a good challenge there, buddy. There you go. We'll see what you got. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of Golden Age covers, but I never knew that you had these, though, if that's what you mean. But I've graded a lot of Golden Age comics, dude. But yeah. Now that one, I don't know. I can't say I've ever touched it. When did you get this, man?
The original Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
from Fawcett Comics. Golden Age.
117. It's a Golden Age comic. It is. Number 117.
Yep. Steve Mitchum said he has that.
I've got it, he says. Do you really, Steve Mitchum? Do you really? Wow. I didn't know you had that kind of... Well,
yeah.
CC Beck, yes. But actually, CC Beck may have was working on the title at that time, but not always. Kurt Schaffenberger did too. That looks almost like a Schaffenberger cover. But anyway, that's amazing. Yep. He was joking. I don't have it, tell you that much now. I've seen it maybe in a picture of it, but also I've seen a lot of these in person, but not like bought them or anything. Wow, dude.
Hope y'all can see that.
Oh my God, man. That spine is incredible shape.
You see the condition. Yeah, this thing looks like almost like it could have been just fucking pressed. The Marvel family. So no, I was joking.
That's amazing.
Steve Mitchum said he was joking.
I believe you. I believe anything you tell me, Steve.
Yep.
Oh my God, dude, that's beautiful. That is unbelievable. Wow. Man, oh man. That's amazing shape, dude. Wow, comics indeed. Oh, I love it.
Did you hear what they did with Mary Marvel the other day?
Would this upset me?
It pissed me off. In the next day or so, I'm coming with a video. But
if it pisses you off, you could guarantee it's going to upset me, buddy. But go for it.
So basically, there was a guy. I forgot what the fuck his name. He did the Captain Marvel Convergence, Shazam Convergence comics during 2015. And he comes back now. DC rehired him to do a 4-part miniseries called the Champion of Shazam. What happens is, I picked up this 4-part miniseries that basically Billy Batson screwed up the power of Shazam for everybody. So everybody lost their powers. And Billy somehow regained the powers, but ended up giving it to Mary. So Mary's the only one that can transform now. And you know what they call her now?
Oh my God. Go ahead and tell me.
The new Shazam.
Oh, screw that.
So
crap.
I saw that. And I was like, well, how can she be the new Shazam when the comic book is called The Champion of Shazam? And so basically Shazam is not even the name of the wizard no more. It's more of a title. And I'm like, that's stupid. So the wizard tells Billy Batson, if you say my name, you gain my powers.
Yeah.
And then he goes, Shazam, and he turns into Captain Marvel. Then, like the way they have it in the movie, if the person said that in the movie, then after Zachary Levi turns into Shazam or whatever, he takes his name. What do you call the wizard then? If that was his name to begin with, what do you know in the movie what they have?
Idiots.
You know what they have the credits? What that character is called? The Wizard.
That's what. Look, that first movie. I sort of tried to make myself like it the first time I watched the Shazam movie, and there's things to like in it, but just pissed me off too much. And I had to bend myself into a pretzel to kind of like it. Then I decided, you know what? If I have to bend myself that much, no, I don't like it. Screw that movie. And this is worse. If they can't treat the character of Captain Marvel, not Sparkle Fingers crap, then go screw yourselves, DC. I hate it. I hate that garbage.
Yeah, it's coming out. The article dropped. One was Polygon, and the other one was Gizmo, but they both were saying basically the same thing. And I know but it's coming, and basically it's all about Mary Marvel trying to figure out what her feelings are.
Right,
said, get the fuck out of here. And then
to hell with that shit. Yeah, that's horrible, dude. Because they'll never treat him right. I wish we could get something at least animated that treated this character right. I love Captain Marvel. Wow, that is beautiful, though. I love Mary Marvel.
And then
that's a gorgeous comic.
And then the guys at the bottom, one dude's called Mr. Scarlet.
Yep, that is Mr. Scarlet.
Yep, right. and they have these Golden Age heroes that after the Golden Age, you never saw them anymore.
I got a buddy of mine, dude, that you'd love to talk to if I had him on here. He's an expert on all these Golden Age heroes. He can name the most obscure ones. And anytime I need to know one, I'm like, who the crap is that? Call him, show him, boom, he knows it. It's crazy.
Yeah. So there
are tons of obscure ones, dude. This, of course, is Fawcett. Even Fawcett has some pretty obscure ones.
Oh yeah, Fawcett has some good shit. Fawcett had some good stuff. Yep. And
Fawcett, that's beautiful, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah, I figured I'd show you some different things.
Oh, dude, I'm loving seeing this stuff. Master Comics, there you go.
Now, if you guys never seen an original Captain Marvel Jr. comic, this is it.
Yep. Well, I mean, this looks like I'm going to say maybe a Schaffenberger cover. I can't remember. But my favorite artist on him is Mac Rayboy. That's not I don't think that's a Rayboy cover, but still, I love Captain Marvel Jr. And everyone knows he was Elvis's favorite character.
Yep, he was. Yep. Exactly. These are beautiful. Look at that, man. And the comic ain't all beat the fuck up. This is actual, these are beautiful comics.
That's amazing, dude. That's in great shape. I better not even ask where you got all these. You had them over the years, or you got them recently, or what?
No, I had them over the years.
Shazam. Thanks a lot, Pat. You're right. Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, so this is, and this is what it is. Like back when Captain Marvel came out, it came out first Wiz Comics, but then they started coming out with the Captain Marvel Adventures, which were reprints of the Wiz Comics, but in color.
Yes.
And that's the difference. So Wiz Comics.
What issue is that?
This issue is I think it's 112, isn't it? Fuck, I can't even fucking see. Hold on.
Yeah, no biggie.
No, hold on. I'll get it real quick. Let me see.
It's tough to see the issue numbers on those.
Oh, this is issue number 11. Issue number 11. Yeah, it has the 1-1 here in the corner. Yeah, this is guys can see that. It's fucking dark as fuck. This issue number 11. This is this issue 11 right here. And this is they did they did a lot of advertising for the war also.
Right.
Trying to buy war bonds, they were trying to promote that shit, but like I said, this ain't no beat up ass comic. You can see that.
That's amazing, dude.
So I figured, excuse me, if I'm gonna show up, let me show you something. Like I said, probably that you never seen before, man.
By the way, we got a visitor. We have the great Mark D with the C is here with us, dude.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
I know you guys had never met before, so.
No, we've been. I think we're on 1 or 2 times before. I can't remember, but the memory is shot. But been seeing all these awesome comics. That was incredible.
Yeah. I thought you'd enjoy
Shazam stuff was gorgeous. I mean, that looked like it was just off the printing press. It's gorgeous. Yep.
Oh yeah, the Captain Marvel, man.
Captain Marvel. Yep.
That cover of that Shazam 11. Captain Marvel Jr. 11. I'm almost convinced it's a Mac Rayboy cover. I can't even imagine what the thing's worth. That's just beautiful.
You know, if you like that, this is issue 20. And you can see the 20 up under.
Yeah, Mac Rayboy for sure. I love him. He was one. I mean, he's just one of the.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see how it's a little brown, but it's still in. If you look at it, it's still in great condition. It ain't, But the thing is, back then there wasn't no backboards and covers. Like
no, there weren't.
I'm amazed that even some of these survived, even looking this good.
My theory is, dude, it's because some of them were from up northern climates and stuff. It had been down in our region of the country.
Right.
There's no way it could, without boards, bags boards are extremely protected in some kind of way. They could not have survived that way.
Right.
My program says that's worth $340, so be careful with it.
Captain Marvel Jr. goes on a warpath.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, look at him I saw that. I was like, wow. Been loving it for a while. Yeah, these are awesome, man. These are beautiful comics, man.
Yeah, great shape. Well, sometimes you get lucky, you find someone who had a bunch of comics in a box somewhere, like Clobby said, like, somewhere, not in an attic or, and you just get lucky. But usually they're trashed by that time. They've been read a million times, and
Yep.
Issue number,
hey, Glinzer.
It's issue number 24.
Wow. I don't know if that's a Rayboy cover. I think it might be, but
yeah, it's let me see. Captain Marvel versus the Weatherman. And that's fucking cool. If you look at what the dude has in his hand and you see he got the Thunderbolt, it's like, actually I'm surprised they'd never turned this guy into a actual villain somewhere, for Captain Marvel, when he got to DC or even during like the whole run of Power Shazam. I don't see how they just didn't, like, he looks like a kick-ass villain.
Well, they may have brought him back in some form later when DC took over the characters. Remember, he ran throughout the 70s for a while for that Shazam title. But there've been so many weather characters ripped. He might be the first weather villain, though.
That's 1944.
Yep, that's a Mac Rayboy cover. I'm fairly sure.
Wow.
Fairly sure
that's
it's
in
Rayboy.
Great shape. 1944. Imagine that.
Mac Rayboy was a genius. He was a.
So, for your 250th anniversary on YouTube, figure come with something special, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
What number is that? That's
let me see. This is issue 37.
So that's 19.
Captain Marvel Jr. Yeah.
Wow.
God, the great colors. Look at the colors, the way they pop. It's that old. Yep.
And it's crazy because if you look, these are all the different titles. This is Wiz Comics. Like this is like Wiz Comics Adventure, Captain Marvel Adventures. This is Master Comics. You could see all, like, those are real comics from Fawcett.
Yeah. Freddie Freeman, newsstand. That's the baseball player, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So they let you know, like Fawcett Comics had a nice run of comics that they were putting out all the time.
Well,
Wild Comics
until DC killed them. Yeah. Well, National. Hey, Gab Stargate. Hello there. Until National, meaning DC, destroyed them, they were one of the biggest companies.
Look at that.
I love that old stuff. Hard to believe.
Man. Yeah. So comic books were. They were for fun. Glinzer, it's good to see you. Let's see what you got there. Recently got House of Mystery Omnibus too. Oh wow, $80. I'm gonna. Yeah, House of Mystery. I love me an omnibus, but you need a wheelbarrow to carry that sucker.
Yeah, you work out with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what you got there, Looter? Oh.
Now this one, it's not in the greatest condition, but it is what it is, man.
Oh, dude.
Now look. Now it's still a beautiful cover, though.
Yeah, it is.
I'd have to say, out of all of them, this one probably is taking the worst hit, man.
Yeah.
But not for me, but
So have you had these for a long time? 24. These are
actually I've had these since I was a teenager. Uncle gave them to me. Basically he saw that I was, dude, man, if you see my Captain Marvel collection, you fuck, man.
We've already seen a pretty good part of it. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, but this is just like,
the
like
tip of the iceberg, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you want to talk like, let me see.
So he those are your uncle's comics, and he gave them to you. Or
Yeah,
he just-
it's like,
he
Oh
passed
wow.
them on to you, right?
yeah, and this is mint. This ain't no
Yeah.
fucking
Wow.
This
around.
was when it came back from
Yeah, this
the
is
very first one.
So your
when
uncle
DC
brought
got
the,
it.
yeah, your uncle
Yeah, he
brought those off the
he-
newsstand, yeah.
yeah, he had them, and what it was is he saw that I was very serious. You know, I make sure, you know, my comics were mint condition, backboards, you know, and he was like, yo, you know, he was like, didn't know what I was gonna do with these, but you fucking you know, you basically play comics as well as me, or even better. I'd rather give them to somebody that I know is not gonna fuck them over, and you know, they're not gonna sell it or trash it or anything else and shit.
You
Been
appreciate
having
them
them ever since, man. So
Nice. That's Shazam #1. Used to be for the longest time you could grab it for a couple of bucks, and now it's just gone through the roof. Rightly so. Oh wow, that's Ray Boy.
Wow.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Great shape, man.
Beautiful.
he said, he told me I love that Shazam. Yeah, Captain Marvel Jr.
Captain Marvel Jr. Freddie Freeman. Wow,
Yeah, man, they're beautiful, man.
they really are, dude. That's fantastic. Okay, Purple, we love you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's great to see you, my dear. Hope we get to hang soon. Good night.
Hey, Purple, before you go, check this out.
Yeah, look at that. Oh wow, Fawcett's Funny Animals. That's pretty cool.
This is Hoppy the Marvel Bunny.
Hoppy the Marvel Bunny. That's right.
That's awesome.
So basically, like before Howard the Duck, I own the whole collection of Captain Carrot, or before Peter Porker, Spider Ham, and all that.
That's right.
This has to be, from what I've seen, like as far as like a
Funny animal superhero.
an animal. This has to be the
Comics.
first one I've ever seen. I've never seen anything else, you know, put out by anybody on that level. This has to be the first one.
It's so much so that they named the genre Funny Animals comics. In other words, you know, anthropomorphic superhero type, animal type thingies. They became sort of a genre.
Yeah. So this is let me see, issue.
And
number
you have every
35.
issue of Captain Carrot. Cool.
Yeah, I own every issue of Captain Carrot. I'm a huge Captain Carrot fan, man.
Shaw's a nice dude. I met him. He's a cool dude.
Oh man, I wish I had some of his stuff, man.
You got every issue. That's pretty cool.
So that was 1946, that last issue, number 35. Yep. Very cool.
And this is issue number 46.
Hungry Boy would love this tonight. I wonder where he's at, dude. If you manage to catch us on a replay, hail to you, my friend. This is right up your alley. What we're doing tonight, man.
That's 1947. Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't even know those existed. Yeah, those are awesome.
Man,
Yeah, so
that's amazing, buddy. This is
figured I'd come with something special.
You are delivering, brother. I'm enjoying this stuff. As the saying goes, I could do this all day. I mean, it's my happy place looking at old comics. Just don't show us anything past 2000, and we're good.
Past 2000.
Well, really, my preference is nothing past 1980. But that's just, I'm kidding. Well, sort of. Oliver, Clobby, Mark, Mr. Fusion. Which is your favorite Filmation Shazam episodes? Mine is the circus plot, Family Matter, and Return to Black Adam, Mr. Mind, Dr. Savannah were funny. It's been a while since I've watched those. I do love that cartoon, but I can't give you necessarily a favorite episode. But I do love the cartoon, and I would love to watch those again. Captain Thunder.
Captain Thunder.
Which was
It's a
done
long time
before
since I watched those. Yeah.
They did this before they got, that Shazam 1 you showed. Before they were able to do the Shazam comic, they wanted to have him fight the Big Red Cheese, so they just named him Captain Thunder.
Yep. So, and actually, this book is actually it costs a little bit nowadays, man.
What number is that? Superman 276.
This is 276. Minty.
Yes, nice.
Beautiful, dude.
The whites are white. Yeah.
I love that issue.
Man, then
at that time when I don't think DC had expected or don't want the fans didn't know they were going to get Captain Marvel because he'd been dormant for almost 20 years at that point.
Then I have like Got shit like this.
Yep, that's for our boy J-Man. He had to leave, but yeah, this is yeah, this is when they switched them. They switched them around. Their costumes switched.
Yep.
I remember this issue.
Yep.
That was a funny one.
What's happening here?
Yeah, there you go.
We're wearing each other's costumes. Oh my god, Rich Buckler.
Freaky Friday.
Now this one costs a little. You know, actually they all cost a little something.
Right, because of Black Adam. Yeah. Nice.
So this is the first. I'm not. I think this is the second time Black Adam fought Superman.
Could be, yeah, because he was.
No, he says it in the comic book. He was like, "Yeah, I remember the first time I fought you," and I was like, "The first time," and I looked it up, and it was a Treasury comic. I think it's C-28.
Yeah. Yes, it was called Captain. It was Superman versus Shazam.
Right. That's the first time.
Right.
Black Adam fought Superman, and this is the second time right here.
And I love that Treasury. It's one of my favorite Treasuries. Superman versus Shazam.
Dude, I still need that shit, man.
And that's one of the few of the Treasuries that was not a reprint. That was it was done for the Treasury.
Right. It was a straight up like an original story.
Yep. Which they did a few at DC. Marvel did almost none, but DC did a few that were original stories. Oh wow.
Yeah, like I said, I'm anything that if they have a little story somewhere, I'm getting it. So you can see that's kind of collector. I don't wait, for a Captain Marvel or Shazam comic. Even if they're in the backstory somewhere, You're scooping it. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting it, man.
I remember old Super Team families.
I love those Super Team families too. They were so
yep.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah. Were those 80 page? Is that an 80 pager? Or is that
this is this is a giant? Yeah, it's a double size.
Somebody wrote all over the backing board.
Are those autographs or no?
No. This is like this is Captain Marvel number 6, and but I just used it for the backboard. I didn't use it for. Yeah. So if somebody wrote on it, I would, as long as it still does what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
And then of course, that's the number one I just showed you.
There you go.
Then
that's awesome.
I got the Shazam from the 40s to the 70s book that reprinted, this and a couple others, but because I didn't buy this when it came out, damn it.
Yeah, it's
cost you a little bit now. Yep.
And of course, I got.
Oh wow, I love that cover. I always love that cover.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful, man.
Cover.
And I still gotta scoop up a few of these.
Yeah, for the longest time they were in the cheap bins, dude. Now they're up there.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Now they're up there, man.
Love it. I love
like
it.
Me, I was collecting these Captain Marvel Shazam comics when actually a lot of people thought he was actually like a joke. Like him and Aquaman had to be two of the most disrespected DC characters for decades, man. Where they were like their comic books were in the dollar bin. People wouldn't give two fucks if anything came out on them, and it's like, come on, man. I loved them, man, and that's that's another reason why my uncle was like, here,
Oh wow,
that's funny. Well, number 28 is worth a lot of. 28's the most valuable in that run.
Is it the Black Adam one?
The Black Adam one, yep. That's a cool cover. Marry me with big cheese or else.
Yeah, they had some real interesting covers. They
were able to put the original Captain Marvel, because that was at the time when Marvel's Captain Marvel was on the stands.
Right. Then you have like these, the 100-page. Look how thick this motherfucker. That shit there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, man. This thing, like this is heavy. Just holding it, like fuck.
That's better than reading a book for school, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I got to read 100 pages last night. You didn't tell her it was for Captain Marvel.
And then this is him fighting the deadly seven deadly sins.
Nice. I love these.
Yeah,
for 60 cents.
God, yeah.
100 pages for 60 cents. And then it's like, and at the same time they were charging $1 for the 68 page over at Adventure Comics.
That's true. Claude says CC Beck had come back to work on those for DC and Bob Oxner. Yeah. Fun comics.
Nice.
That's good.
Yep.
ISIS.
Yep, the first appearance of ISIS in comic books.
Yep.
God, and she just passed away, the actress.
Yeah, she just passed away.
She was gorgeous. Good.
Yep. Oh, yeah. She
Yep,
was fantastic. Joanna Cameron, my love.
Yep.
God,
so, first appearance in the comic books,
nice.
but she was a character created for TV, and then I guess was very popular. And that same thing they did with Harley Quinn. She was created just for a cartoon, for the Batman Adventures cartoon, Batman the animated, series, and basically they turned her into a comic book character and shit. Her, as a character, she took off. That was issue number 8 of the Adventures of Batman.
Yep.
So yeah, but this is.
Did that come out before the Mad Love special though? I think it did. I can't remember that.
Yeah, I think.
Remember they did a Mad Love special? Yeah.
Now this is out of print. This is the original ISIS.
Really?
Yeah, like if you look this up. Matter of fact, Mark D, he's looking up stuff. Yeah, check this out, man.
Yeah, let me try to find that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
and the one that you're gonna see a bunch of different ones. The ones that are, if it's less than $150, then those are the fake ones. This costs anywhere between, I'd say, about $120 to maybe $250, $300 for this.
Yeah,
so
they
the ones that are,
they redid the Captain Marvel TV show for, and it's gorgeous. They did it for Blu-ray.
Gap Scarda even says.
I'm sure you got that too. Obviously. Yeah, those are. I was watching those. I mean, those are. They look.
Oh yeah,
so
these
great.
are beautiful, man.
That's hard to find.
And the show holds up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does, man. But this,
up.
like they have this bootlegged in so many different ways, and so if you see this going for 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, you're looking at the bootleg versions. People know what they have. If you see this one,
okay,
this is the ones that if you see one that's high dollar, you're like, why the hell is that so expensive? Because it's out of print, and that's one of these.
Yeah, so that was released in 2007 by BCI Eclipse.
Right.
It was 3 series disc, and it was presented uncut, remastered, and their known original order date with excellent copies of the moral message segments cut for syndications. Yep.
See, basically you can
look
pull
how much
out
it is. Look at how much it is on Amazon. Is it if Claude is referring to that?
See, like you can it's like you can see the pictures inside of the actual insert, so you can tell like this is real production shit. This is not no bootleg. But if you look it up on eBay or Amazon, and you see ones with different pictures, and you see how much they cost, if they're, like I say, they 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, those are fake. The real ones go for over 120 all the way to about 300, and you can look them up, and you'll be like, so if you see one that are high dollar, then obviously they look like this.
Yeah, because they released 7 episodes in 2011, but it's only you can't get the whole series. So what good is that, right? Why do you want 7 episodes? Yeah,
this is complete, and plus it has all the features on there too.
Yep,
that is true,
that's
Oliver.
Nice, That's the best part about. That's the best part of getting those is when you can read, watch all the special features that you learn all about it. Yeah, that one's awesome too. That one just came out, I think, like a couple of years ago, so you can still grab that
on Blu-ray. Yep.
Jerry Ordway cover. It's a Jerry Ordway cover there. It's amazing.
Yeah, matter of fact, it's crazy. I paid like $14.99 for this on sale. I was like, oh shit, because they had it. You could have bought it on Blu-ray or a DVD. And I was looking at both. Oh fuck that! Let me get the Blu-ray.
Yeah, get the Bluray. Yeah,
yeah. I was like,
it too. They went through it because when I subscribed to DC when they had their streaming,
right?
They said like they had some promos on it, and they remastered it, and they were showing like the before and after, and I really enjoyed watching it. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be cheesy. You remember watching as a kid, but a lot of the stories are really good. And they had I remember one where they were desecrating like the sacred Indian grounds, and it was really respectful issue, like how they dealt with the story and how how
Nice.
the Captain Marvel gave a nice message. Yep.
Yep.
ISIS #1.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, matter of fact, she's showing up in the Black Adam movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how, if that's going to do anything as far as her first appearance and her first issue.
If it hasn't already, it will.
Right.
Usually does these days.
Yep. And then this is issue number 26.
Nice. Punching.
And then
he's pretty big. Punching
and then
the face.
and I guess this is the one y'all were talking about, right? Like,
yep,
Mhm.
yep. That's going for like $450 right now. So, yep.
Yep, the first appearance of Black Adam in modern day comics, man. So,
Yeah. But I mean, of course, like you love Captain Marvel, so you collect them. Like I love Micronauts, so I bought like every issue of Micronauts. That could.
Okay, all right. I remember the Micronauts, man. That was from that was like what, late 70s, early 80s?
Late 70s, early 80s, yeah.
Right.
But it's like as collectors, like you buy them because you love them, not because you're trying to complete a collection. Oh, that issue is gonna be that's a key collector issue now that Clobberin Times was talking about before. But it's like you love the character, so you collect all the issues. It's not to like make money off of it,
Right,
But,
exactly.
It's for the love of it. But it's so Steve Mitchum is saying, sir, yes, he's saying I've got that one too. If you do, Steve Mitchum, don't let Maddie play with it if you've got that issue. So or you can get her some nice Christmas presents, right? With that one.
Yeah, I mean it's you could find it for he says he saw it for $205 on Amazon. Yeah, you could find, but you always got to consider the condition, man. Is it going is it going to be worth that $200 and something, or is somebody just giving you their old beat up ass comic? So that's always a big thing, man. And
yeah, people come to me like, oh, how much is my comic worth? And Clobberin Times, you graded comics, and I'm like looking at some old comics, there's writing on it, there's tape on it. I'm like, well, it's really not worth much, and that it's like it's a 3 and that kind of shit. But wow, that's sharp. God.
J-Man would like to see that. He probably has it by now.
yeah, I got all kind of shit, man. Like I said, this is my whole Captain Marvel collection, man.
Shazam was on there, but nothing's on the DC app now but comics. They don't have any movies and video there anymore.
See, like I have all these world finest, right? And they all have like, and they have like all the different backstories.
Oh, yep.
So let me see. Backstories is
they were loaded, man. They were loaded.
Yep. Green Arrow, Shazam, Black Canary, the Creeper. So they had quite a few, and I have a shitload of these world's finest. I have to be like maybe about 20 of these. Yeah, so I'm a huge I got a bunch of these, man. Like you seem
like Gil Kane cover of this annual. I remember
cover.
this one. Love it. Gil Kane did the interior of this, I think.
Right.
If I remember right.
Yeah, these are beautiful, man. I love them, man. And like I said, everything's minty, man. It's yeah, man. I mean, shit. I remember when he tried to redo his origin.
Secret Origins Volume 2. Yep. That was in the 80s when they came out with that new
Yep.
Secret Origins title. I think I have every one of them almost.
Then they had like this 4-part miniseries.
Yeah, I bought it, I think, but I didn't like it that much. I think this is
Yeah, I didn't. It was
it was where he started making him act too much like he was Billy Batson when he would change Billy Batson's mind and the body.
Right. Yeah, I didn't like that, man. Yeah, he didn't have no guidance.
I didn't like it either.
Then of course they had the backstories of Captain Marvel in Action Comics.
This is when it went weekly. Action Comics went weekly for a couple of years.
Right.
In,
And
88 or something.
Yeah, they had like Shazam, the
all.
Secret. Yeah, it was Shazam, the Secret Six, Green Lantern, Deadman, and Superman.
Yep. I remember
then
I bought them all. I was at my shop at the time. Sorry, Eric. I triggered Eric.
oh,
You owned a comic book shop,
He's
right?
gonna start teasing me about owning a comic
Teasing,
shop.
yeah.
Watch it.
And how Wesley was your best customer.
True. Wesley Crusher bought comics from me. Eric, what do you think about that? Who's who? Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Did
yeah,
you
of
see
course,
this?
this is the C section. So Captain Marvel. This is I throw this at the beginning of the collection, and then from there everything kind of goes. That way you can get the history of who it is first before you start reading.
Wait for a C-section
I
joke.
love that stuff. Do you have the binder? I actually have one of the binders that goes.
Me
with
too. They
that.
did a binder
loose
for that.
leaf.
Well, they did a bind not for those are the regular issue sizes he just showed. They later
Yeah.
came out with bigger ones, like a that you could poke that had holes in them to put in the binder of
Right.
Who's Who. Yeah. And recently, about last year sometime, they came out with this omnibus of all the Who's Who's. It's like ridiculous money. It's so gigantic. I don't know how you could ever read them on the phone.
But I love reading those origin stories because you couldn't get back issues as a kid that easily. So when they had
nice.
a back issue, yeah, wow.
This is the guy that's punching him is a guy called Iback, and I think he might be showing up in the new Shazam movie, if I'm not mistaken. See, what I don't get is, how they have this new rule about how the guy can't hit the girl.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you know who the villains are for the new Shazam 2 movie, it's Helen Moran and Lucy Liu, and I think it's 3 women. So if you think about the Shazam family, all them, and how they're gonna who are they gonna fight if it's 3 women and the team is mostly guys? It's only the black chick and Mary are the only 2 females. How does that supposed to work?
Well, Mary's got to save the day, right?
Mary's going to save the day. I can tell you that.
That's a possibility, or it could be or it could be the black girl. You know what I'm saying? She could be the one to save it too. It could be one of those 2. But then, what are the 3 guys are going to do, or the 4, or whoever? The other the dudes. What are they going to do?
Cheerlead.
Yes, and get their ass kicked a lot.
Yeah. One thing I hate is there are a bunch of heroes that have no superhero names.
Oh, I hate that.
It's Mary and Freddie and Chucky and whoever the fuck. It's like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't know, man. It's like Freddie Freeman. You can't call him Captain Marvel Jr. no more, and Mary can't be Mary Marvel. So, I mean, what do you do with that at that point, man? Like, what do you do with that whole? I don't know, it's disappointing, man.
Didn't they change the actress for Mary to Mary Marvel?
Yes.
They swapped her, made her much
Think
as
so.
an older actress or something. Or?
No, actually, the older actress was the one that was in the first movie.
Yeah.
And what happened
they made her
was
younger now.
Right. Actually, the new chick is a younger chick, but
Okay.
she looks good too. The original chick, she was an older actress, if I'm not mistaken. She was in her 40s, but she looked young.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Yes, she was. It was beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful, But the thing is, what happened to her? She sent this tweet out.
She tweeted.
Yeah, she got tweeted.
Tweeted out of existence.
She got canceled.
And she got canceled. And what happened was, at that point, they fucked around and kicked her off the movie. And that's when they replaced her with this new chick. And the new chick was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here," and all this other shit.
It was she was referring to, she didn't think a certain person, well, we're not going to get political. So it was political.
Be
it
careful.
was the wrong opinion. Let's put it like
Right.
that.
The wrong opinion.
In other words, which opinion that many share, but still.
Right.
Something to do with a certain date and a certain month at the beginning of the last year. But anyway. But yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to see this crap anyway. Shazam 2 can go screw itself. Everything I've been hearing about it, especially what you were telling me about at 24 earlier.
Right. The new Mary Marvel comic called the Champion of Shazam, where they're gonna call Mary Shazam now too.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it was that was pretty sad. Yeah, just honor the history of the characters, and doesn't mean Mary Marvel's not a hero too. I mean, but you just can't have replace all your classic heroes. I mean,
Well, I have You remember a showcase? They had like Showcase 96.
What about it?
Y'all remember that?
Oh, Showcase,
Vaguely,
no.
yep. The old
Showcase.
Hold on. Let me get some. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oliver, how do you rate and compare Captain Yahtzee to Black Adam? I only noticed Captain Yahtzee when Jeff Johns made Vandal Savage from the fourth. I thought Captain Yahtzee was a pretty interesting villain for him. Of course, I only read most of the Golden Age stuff with him, but I always think I believe Black Adam makes a great villain for the real Captain Marvel, but I don't like the lines blurred like they I don't know if it was Johns or whomever did it in the 2000s where he started being sort of an anti-hero and all this stuff, and now that led to The Rock getting this movie. This movie does not interest me, especially all the crap they're doing. If you're thrilled about this Black Adam movie with The Rock, go enjoy it, but it just doesn't interest me. Nothing about it does, except maybe Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
He looks good as Dr. Fate. Yeah,
I kind of want to see that, but what they're doing, the Hawkman and all this other stuff. So I don't know. I think Black Adam used to be an actual villain, and now I don't know what the hell he is.
All right. Now, y'all ever seen this?
I've seen it. Oh, yeah. Showcase 96.
Showcase 96.
Was, yes. This is when they used to they would let people that weren't in the business kind of like it wasn't exactly the same as the tryout book, but it was sort of like they would take people who hadn't been in the business and let them do stories and try to, like an audition kind of similar. There was an older comic called New Talent Showcase, and this was something kind of similar to it.
That's Chris Claremont was on that book. I think in number 7 it says Jerry Ordway, Robert Washington III, Chris Claremont.
Right.
Writers.
Okay, that's a different show. I'm thinking of New Talent Showcase.
Yeah.
This was just a.
But it does but this says anthology title rolls onto another season, giving a variety of characters and creators opportunity to attract the attention of the comic buying community. That's the tagline. Yep.
Now, you know what she says right here in this bubble? I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I was thinking of New Talent Showcase. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. No. I didn't buy this comic, but I've seen it.
Like, we can't read it 24, but I can't read it. But
I can't really see it. You can tell
She says, all right, this is what she says. What she says is, the name's Captain Marvel, Firebug. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet me. Like, but that basically, she has the pot. She was basically Captain Marvel in this comic. And that's what she's saying in that bubble. My name is Captain Marvel.
Claude, that's true. I did used to call it No Talent Showcase, but I was an a-hole. I admit it. So, go ahead, 24. I'm sorry.
No. So, basically I'm like, well, if you called her Captain Marvel in 96, and then now in this new comic book, you're gonna call her Shazam?
The hell with that crap.
Well, they have writers who can't remember what came before too. So
they don't care about what came.
They don't care, right?
You're right about some don't remember, but I think they don't care. They have no respect for what went before. So
that's
awesome. This is a comic book of great joy and sadness for me because I did not want Brave and the Bold to stop being a team up book of Batman. This would, of course, the next issue would be Batman and the Outsiders, but I do love this cover and this stuff. Yeah, that's a great cover.
Is that the final issue or? Is
200. And it's got the golden.
Yeah, it's it's a wild story. It's like a villain that Earth 2 Batman was fighting. Somehow his soul or something like that ends up transcending into Earth 1, and he ends up fighting Earth 1 Bruce Wayne, Earth 1 Batman. And so it's basically they both fight the same villain. So it's one story how Earth 2 Batman fought him and defeated him, and I think he died or whatever, and he ends up, his soul ends up popping up. I think he's reborn in Earth 1, and he ends up fighting Earth 1 Batman, but he remembers what happened on Earth 2.
Wow.
So it's a wild story. I read it not too long ago, man, and like I said,
I like how you remember these stories sometimes, because that's one thing is I always have some older stories I can remember liking it, but not give you a lot of details on it. So unless I go back and read it recently. You know?
Yeah, because I was always like, before I got it, I was like, well, the reason why I got it because it's Earth 2. I didn't, I don't even fucking collect Earth 1 Batman. That's too many fucking titles. I can't do it, man. But Earth 2 Batman, there was enough there to, especially
Good night, Chris
him being
Persia.
a part of the JSA and everything else.
Be good, Chris. Thank you, buddy. Chris Persia going.
Oh man, take it easy, Chris. Man, thank you for being
buddy.
here, man. Yeah, but this is it's a beautiful comic, man. So this is a part of my Earth 2 collection because of Earth 2 Batman.
Again, I can't stress enough how much I love that you have an Earth 2 collection.
Yeah, I do, man.
That you would like segregate it as an Earth 2 collection. That's fantastic to me.
Yeah, man. And then so it's Earth 2, and then of course everything JSA all the way to now. So it's but then JSA, they haven't done anything with JSA really in the last 10 years.
Thank God. Because it would be horrible right now.
But but you know what? In Stargirl, they showed up.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually,
that opening episode was awesome. Oh, the
opening episode of Stargirl was man. When you see Wildcat getting thrown out the window, it's like, oh shit, that's Wildcat. He looks like Wildcat with the suit. I was like, yo,
it was awesome. Yeah.
Now the thing I never understood was Starman. What's up with that shit? Like you take the Star Spangled Kid, and you give him the cosmic rod.
Yeah,
but then there's like in those few issues that I showed you of the All-Star Squadron that I started pulling out earlier in the show, there is an issue where the Star Spangled Kid grabbed the cosmic rod and started using it, but he had to give it back to Starman because it was his. But for a minute there, it fell out of Starman's hands, and the Star Spangled Kid grabbed it and used it to zap one or two people. But he couldn't hold on. He couldn't keep it because, of course, he had to give it back to Starman. But it was interesting that I saw that. And I was like, well, damn, are they premising why the Star Spangled Kid would actually have the cosmic rod in the show? Would it be because of this comic that I'm looking at?
Maybe, yeah.
Because that's the only time I've ever seen him. And I mean, I've seen the Star Spangled Kid in a bunch of other shit. The Seven Swords of Victory and a bunch of other stuff in All-Star Squadron, and him and Starman, they didn't even fucking talk.
Weird.
I think it's the new, it's that new iteration that
it is.
Yeah.
I just love the retro costumes and that opening. Of course, they get their asses kicked, but it was great. It was a great opening. It was, and Stripesy, is written so well.
Yeah,
so
and
as a dad, I mean, I can kind of relate to him now as more of a dad than watching it as a kid. But the show was not quote unquote woke, or it's it's kind of like a teen. It's like a teen. It's aimed at teenagers, obviously. But I kind of appreciate being a dad, but watching.
But it has a good spirit to it, man.
Yeah, great spirit.
Yeah, it has.
I couldn't believe that the first episode ended with they're flying, and then they end with the American flag flying in the background and Stargirl's there. It was like, holy shit, that was so patriotic. That was so awesome. I'm like, I can't believe they actually did something patriotic, because Stripesy's a very patriotic character.
Right.
So with that really shocked me in a good way.
Right. So. Yeah, man. It's good. And I think it was episode 8 of the second season. The JSA showed up, and they used the Flash from the Flash TV show. The original Flash from the 1990s.
Oh, they used Jay Garrett. Not Jay. I was gonna say
Barry.
Barry. God, what's the actor?
Name the actor's name?
John Wesley Shipp.
John Wesley Shipp. Yep.
Yeah, he's great. Oh, he's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and they brought him back. He had the silver helmet and everything, but he's running around with the
Garrett, right?
Right. And wow. But he's running around with Wildcat and Hourman, the original Hourman, and everybody that you saw from the first episode of Stargirl. Dr. Midnight.
That's great.
Oh man, it's awesome,
Dr.
man.
Midnight's
So
costume was good, yeah.
I hate the chick Dr. Midnight in that show. She's so she get on my fucking nerves. She's so annoying, man. But I like the show.
Yeah. We both give it a thumbs up. We're gonna make you watch it, Clobby.
It's gonna be your fault if I watch it.
It's gonna be my fault. Well, you got me watching Blake 7 right now.
I got other friends doing it. That's not my fault. I didn't tell you to watch it. But I love it. So even if you don't, I'll love it for the both of us. But I do want to watch. Well, I don't know. See, I got burned by CW. Now, I do believe you. It's not just you two. There are a lot of other friends of mine who like Stargirl a lot. So I'm going to watch it. I mean, they really are loving it. But I'm just telling you, my experience with CW, of course, I watched the first season of Supergirl when it was on CBS. I didn't even like it. And then when I went to CW, it became unwatchable.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Hello, Mr. Gasmask Animations. Good to see you, buddy.
Well, yeah, because it was Warner Brothers the first two seasons. Actually,
well, no,
yeah.
but what
like you said,
I got talked into watching because I didn't watch any of the other series, but I got talked into watching Flash. But I didn't want to. I watched the first season. I thought, okay, it's all right. I give enough to keep watching it. Watched the second season. There were things in it I liked. I thought it was okay. Started the third season. And then when I realized they're doing the same old crap and they're about to do Flashpoint Paradox, suck it, I was gone.
Yeah.
That was it. I can't go. I just said, then I watched Legends of Tomorrow. I watched the whole season. Never liked it, but watched it. Then about 3 or 4 episodes into the second season, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And after that, I haven't watched any CW. Just me.
Yeah. Legends of Tomorrow. I know a few people that's one of their favorites, and I'm like, can't understand how, but I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah, sometimes it's good. It's hit or miss, but I love the characters are it's kind of over the top, ridiculous sometimes. But
yeah, it's kind of like a Suicide Squad kind of thing, but without people dying.
Yeah. And I don't like Ray Palmer's character on the show. I gotta say,
he should be Ted Cord.
Yeah, I just don't like.
Oh man, that Christ saw Infinite Earth.
What's up, buddy? Mirror Spock, hey bud. But yeah, look,
Captain. Sorry, I was gonna say Mick Rory's. He is awesome on that show though. He's the guy that does
Captain.
What's
Cold,
the guy from those two? Yeah, well, Captain Cold
Captain
was on.
Cold and Heatwave are the best things on there.
Yeah, Dominic Purcell. He was.
Not that they act like the characters from the comics, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Kal-El said, I checked out the CW Supergirl after last season. It must have high tolerance for let me tell you something. 2 episodes into the second season, as soon as they did what they did to Mon-El, my favorite Legionnaire not named Superboy, that was the deal breaker for me, Kal-El. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Krypton and Daxam at war, screw that, go to hell. I can't watch this anymore. If you're going to do something that stupid, go screw. But, like I said, I just can't get into any of that stuff. Now, this was, this series start right here. Then you got Shazam and Lobo. That's an expensive one, probably now. That started out as Legion 89.
Yep. And every year they kept changing the numbers. Yep.
Yeah. It was okay. I bought it when it was Legion 89 for a while. It was kind of okay. You mentioned Blake 7. I liked Legion 89 because it was sort of like Blake 7 at first. There was a comic book, a similar. I was talking to Lord Thoth the other night about that, how that comic reminded me of Blake 7. But then, of course, they ruined my Legion and everything. But anyway, that ran a while, so that's a good cover. Where'd you get that one?
Yeah, this is a painted cover. I enjoy it. Yeah, it was yeah. I don't know if you remember what the issue was about, but Lobo's at a bar in space. And you know how he does in like his miniseries, he'll beat the shit out of somebody, try to flush him down the toilet, little weird shit. So he ends up doing something like that to somebody in one of the bars, and Captain Marvel walks in. He sees that, he goes to the restroom, he sees the guy like, oh my gosh. So he busts in, he's like, who did that? And everybody was looking like, who the fuck is this? And they look at Lobo, and he walks up to Lobo and he punches him smooth out the bar. And then right before Lobo was getting ready to hit him, something happened to Captain Marvel, and they transported him out of the whole scene.
Yes, hungry boy.
Yeah, and Lobo was looking around like, where the fuck he go? So he was ready to fight. But Captain Marvel, hit him with the first punch and punched him, a hole through the ceiling, and when Lobo was coming back to go fight him toe to toe, Captain Marvel blinked out like he got teleported somewhere, but out of his control. So it was like, damn, he only showed up for a minute, dropped a punch, and then got zapped out of there.
Yeah, that's a Dan Brereton cover for sure. It's Hungry Boy. Those are unmistakable. You're right. Absolutely. Shoot. Let's see. Oliver Belamonte says Justice League Unlimited episode Patriot Act. We talked about that earlier. That was a great one. That was the Seven Soldiers of Victory. It had Stargirl, Shining Knight, and Vigilante. I laughed at the part where Shining Knight questions Vigilante's liking of Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry. Yes, he called him dead. That was one of my favorite episodes of Justice League Unlimited. As we mentioned this earlier, it's sort of they were basically the Seven Soldiers of Victory. That was a great episode. Man.
Yo, did you ever hear about what they said about Green Arrow and Speedy during the Seven Soldiers of Victory?
What about them? You mean that episode, or you mean
no? In comic book history now.
Oh, they're retconning something.
So basically, the Green Arrow and Speedy that you saw during the whole run of Seven Soldiers of Victory, from the time that it was created all the way till to now, was always the original Oliver Queen and Ray Harper. But how was that if they were running around on Earth 2?
In the Golden Age, yeah.
Exactly. So what they said was when Green Arrow and Speedy showed up during the Silver Age for the Justice League of America, they got pulled out at one time, and they got plucked out, did all their adventures in the Golden Age with the Seven Soldiers of Victory. And then when the Seven Soldiers of Victory came back into existence after they did all their adventures, then they took Green Arrow and Speedy and plugged them back to where they got them from. So basically,
what? That doesn't make.
You can look it up, man.
I trust you. I just said, why would they do that? And believe me, I believe you, because that's the thing.
I think they were trying to explain whatever happened to Green Arrow and Speedy from the Seven Soldiers of Victory, if they were never like two Hawkmans and all this other shit like they used to have with the JSA. It was always one Green Arrow, so it's like basically when they were doing the team ups, they never did bring in a Earth 2 Green Arrow and a Earth 2 Speedy, and people were like, well, what happened to those characters? Well, they were originally the Earth 1 characters. And I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up that they just didn't do it to where they were like two Supermans, two Wonder Womans, like the way they've done every other character.
That's insane.
And the explanation, and that explanation was recently. And I got the comic book sitting right over there. It was they explained it further in what was that before Future it was like in the last year or two. It was a
Rebirth rapper.
No, it was something like that. It was after Dark Knight Death Metal.
5G.
It was the comic book that explained that Alan Scott was gay in current time.
5 something or other, 5G or I don't know, whatever, one of those things. But I know what you're thinking.
Right. It was.
I don't read modern crap. You know that. So.
Well, I picked it up because they were trying to explain what was going on with Alan Scott. So I was like, what's going on? So I picked up and that was the issue where Alan Scott pulled Obsidian and Jade and was like, hey guys, I've been gay since the 1940s. The JSA you always knew, but they held it as a secret. And I was like, bullshit. We read the thought bubbles.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like they retconned the fuck out of that, man. So now
he was married with kids, but that didn't matter.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's what drives me crazy with like when you got the with Robin coming out now, it's like he was never written that way. So it's one thing if they did it over like a period of years and gradually change the character, agree or disagree, but all of a sudden it's like they flip a switch and say we got to make this character switch his orientation.
Right.
It's like it's not organic to the they just kind of decide to do it, and it's not written that way, and that's it's different from Alpha Flight, where that was considered the first probably
I take
written
that back
that way, but they couldn't say the character was gay.
Right. that story, it was that I'm telling you about with Green Arrow and Speedy. It came out this year. It was Stargirl's Spring Break comic book issue number 1. She came out with this year, and it's her being involved with the Seven Soldiers of Victory. And there's a new mission. What they try to do is find out what happened to the Crimson Avenger. And they end up saving Wings, his sidekick. So basically, they both like the Crimson Avenger and Wings. You know, I know you remember them from the Seven Soldiers of Victory. They're Golden Age heroes. Now, when you look up how they died, their death was kind of like unknown. They ended up going on a mission and come to find out, they ran across the Crimson Avenger and Wings. They end up saving Wings, but the Crimson Avengers don't know if he died or not, because they left it kind of like on a cliffhanger, so you don't know if he really died or not. And they were trying to explain how they were involved with the Seven Soldiers of Victory, and that's when I read that they retconned Green Arrow and Oliver Queen and Ray Harper into them explaining that they were plucked out of Earth 1 and put into the whole mix of the Seven Soldiers of Victory during the Golden Age. And then when that whole, like I said, when that adventure was finished, they put them back in their place. So they continued, so Oliver Queen ended up growing the mustache and the beard and all that other, and all that other shit. And Roy Harper ends up being Arsenal and everything else. So that's
it's a damn shame.
It was a Seven Soldiers of Victory story within that Stargirl Spring Break. Like I said, you can pull it up, Stargirl Spring Break special, and that's where they explained what happened to Green Arrow and Speedy, man. And that's how they explained how they were a part of the Seven Soldiers of Victory, still being Earth 1 characters.
Yeah, that's just a damn shame. Hungry Boy, I actually kind of agree with you on this one. He says, somehow I think it all went to pot when we left the comics code behind, despite complaints, because the code forced people to actually write stories. Those constraints did work toward that, I do believe, as a matter of fact. Although, you could always do comics outside the comics code back in the 80s when Alan Moore started doing Swamp Thing and losing the comics code of priority, but they put it out anyway, and they came up with Vertigo and the quote-unquote mature readings designation. So I'm kind of with that. The comics code was there for a pretty good reason, although, it was initially it came there for a bad reason, but I'm saying eventually, of course, I don't think they enforced it much, even in the late 80s. And then it was gone by the late 80s, I think, pretty much. And that is, I agree with you there, Kal-El. Organic growth and character development always seem to take a back seat to agenda these days. That is absolutely, sadly, correct. And I thank you for that, Gap Stargate. I appreciate you. People just forget certain things about the Comics Code. And Frederick Wortham, for example. I mean, you're all familiar with Seduction of the Innocent and Frederick Wortham, right?
Yep.
With the trials and putting comics on trial, and his basically his assertions that comic books destroyed the minds of kids.
That's why I'm so messed up today.
There you go. When they even look, Hollywood, which is a propaganda arm now for a different type of agenda, even made a movie about it called Artists and Models with Jerry Lewis and Dee Martin. It was a Martin and Lewis film where about basically asserted that comics turned kids into, they actually said the word in the movie, the R word, as in but what people don't know about Frederick Wortham, it's amazing. People only focus on bad things about anyone. If someone does something really bad and later they try to redeem it, some people don't usually realize it. Frederick Wortham changed his mind. Did you know that about comics?
No, I didn't know that.
Years later, yeah.
In the late 60s and early 70s, because Clinton was a psychologist. And he started analyzing all these fanzines and these fan groups and these of comic books. And he started corresponding with some of the people who are all these different fanzines and big fans, these fan clubs of comic books and stuff. and started, communicating with some of these younger people, teens, and then in their early teens and early 20s, people who were fans of comics,
Right.
and getting a new perspective on what he thought these comic books brought to the table in terms of inspiring kids and young people, in their morals and their ethics and the things they did. And he actually wrote a book about fanzines and fan clubs, about how he thought that there was actually started to see evidence that comic books were not a horrible, bad effect on. They were not bad for kids. In fact, he actually changed his position to think they were actually, in a lot of cases, very inspirational, because they were inspirational. A lot of us who love comics right now will tell you that comics formed and shaped a lot of our attitudes and stuff. And they were teachers,
right?
To a lot of us. Wortham actually, before he passed, actually kind of changed, but you never hear it. No one ever gives him credit for that, at least just for the crap that he did to comics and what he did to,
Hey, did you guys hear what Jim Steranko said yesterday?
Yeah, I retweeted that. I saw you did too. That was
he said
right now. I'll find it right now.
Yeah, Jim Steranko said, "I have a hell of a time reading today's comics because the emphasis is not on storytelling but figure drawing. Panel design is virtually non-existent. Tier design is imperceptible. And there you go. Thank you. And page design is a joke. And double page design, well, you get the idea. Without design, stories fail."
Yes, I saw that as well. The great Jim Steranko.
Wow, he's gonna get canceled for that.
Shit, I think as old he don't give a fuck, man. It's just but it's good that he's a class act, man. He's sitting there looking at that, looking at the current state of comic books, and he hit the nail on the head.
Well, I got to agree with that from some of the new comics I've been reading. I mean, other than Star Trek Year 5, the art is just so terrible in some of them. And the new Superman comics, the set Superman 78 and the Batman, the art is just terrible in it. It's like you want to love the story and read you're excited to get it, and then it's just horrible.
Right.
Yep. There you go. Again, I'm echoing.
No, we're getting an echoing all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is what he wrote again. I want to read this. I want to reiterate it because I'm glad that 24 mentioned this. I rereaded it, but didn't think about it. Like you said, Jim Steranko. I have a hell of a time reading today's goddamn garbage shitty comic. I'm sorry, shitty lousy comics, because the emphasis is not on storytelling, but figure drawing. Panel design is virtually non-existent.
Right.
Tier design is imperceptible. Page design is a joke, and double page design, well, you get the idea. Without design, stories fail. I just wanted to reiterate that because I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, John, thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
But
thank everybody.
So I'm glad you said that, man. But yeah, John, appreciate. Yeah. Let's see here. Most people who complain about Steranko can't do what he did on Outland. Yeah, that Outland adaptation. I still want. I never bought that. I kept seeing it in the store when it came out. I watched the movie Outland, and I was.
Is that the Sean Connery movie?
Sean Connery movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. I didn't know they had a comic on it.
I didn't like the movie.
Oh yeah,
I've only seen it in the theater in 1980 or whatever it was. I watched it. Didn't care much for it. I would like to watch it again, to be fair. But I want that damn comic. Steranko did an Outland adaptation.
Wow.
And it's ridiculous money if you can even find it. It's an album or whatever of some sort. It was a French album, I believe.
I've seen it floating around, man.
Yeah, it's not in regular format, but I would like I wanted it. I should have bought it. But it was right there in front of me at the damn store, just like similar to the Alien adaptation by Walter Simonson. But
oh wow.
Yeah, I wish I'd bought that. Damn it. But
well, yeah, it happens sometimes. Yeah, like, why didn't I buy that?
Right.
Or why didn't I buy that? Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't I buy that? Yeah.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, like the Star Trek ornament from 1991. I had no money. I was in college, and there's like a stack of there, like 100 of them there. I'm like, oh, I'll come back and buy it later. Now, that's always been the most valuable one, and I collect all the Star Trek ornaments. I still don't have that one. It's so damn expensive. But it was like, $20 or $30. That was a lot of money when you get, you're in college and you can't afford anything. Like, oh crap. And then who would have thought it would have gone? Usually you bought them like you go at the end of the season, you get the ornaments, cheap, on sale. Like that one never was cheap. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. Well, I've had so much fun hanging with you tonight, 24, brother. We need to do it again. Same, man. I will before we do our show notes, before we wrap up here, I want to thank you all for being here with us tonight. You've been fantastic. I want to get 24 to tell us what he's got coming up.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'll just be putting out some videos during the week like I normally do on Friday. Right around 2, between 2:15 Central Time. I will be going live with Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. We're going to be talking comic books. Yeah, we're going to be we'll be hanging out, for roughly about the same time, here about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Tomorrow morning?
And, that'll be Friday.
Friday
yeah,
morning.
That'll be Friday.
8 p.m. Central.
Yeah, that'll be about 2 o'clock, about 2:15.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be,
in the afternoon. Yeah, it'll be early.
I'm sorry.
No,
2 p.m.
You're good,
Central,
man.
folks.
Yeah, it'll be on my channel. It's called the Pre-Show Show. That's a show that I put on before Friday Night Tights kicks in, because a lot of people just sit around and they're waiting for it to start. And I just one day was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do something right before, hour and a half, 2 hours before they get going. That way, people have something to watch and check out and talk about some things. And
Gary's never late, so your show could go longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so so I'll be having them there, and then on Sunday I'll be doing my show that I got with Vigilante Williamson and Fast Steven Seagal called the Primetime Kings. That'll be at 5 o'clock Central Time on Sundays, and that's basically what I got going on so far for the rest of this week, unless something changes. But thank
everyone, you probably already have by now, but just in case you hadn't, please go subscribe to my buddy 24/7.
Thank you.
I
appreciate
it. Look into my description below and see the channels of many fantastic, great YouTubers, and go check all of them out if you would. Of course, including Mark D with a C, because he does video. You got some videos coming up, or do you?
Yeah.
Some enablers, do you?
Some enablers. Yeah, I've been real busy with some stuff lately, but I got to get back to it. So I've got one I think I'm going to do with. Of course, I got to do the Playmobil Enterprise, and there was Purple was talking fantasy movies of the '80s. So of course, Clash of the Titans. I got to do one on Bobo the Owl. They have a figure out for that guy now. It ain't cheap, but that's gonna be my next one probably. So yeah, love getting people to spend their money. It's a lot easier than spending my money. So, but yeah, just appreciate having me on, inviting me on tonight to share those awesome comics.
Sure.
I just enjoyed watching those comics. That was a real treat. 24, really appreciate it, and it's great to see that love of that collection. Like you can tell the smile and like how happy you are, like showing that stuff. So
oh yeah, man,
that's awesome. It's all good.
Yeah, that's that's from that was my Earth 2, and then some from my Shazam collection. So that's
you killed it, brother. I love that stuff, man. Man,
you can tell you love it. Yeah, you can tell you love it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah,
thank
you love that stuff, and I love it too, man. That's what I love to look at, buddy. I can't thank you enough for showing me that stuff. It made me feel good just seeing that great stuff.
Oh man, it was an honor and a pleasure, man. Sitting here amongst great people, in the chat, you all on the panel, and we had a great time, man. Talking comic books, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So thank you all for having me, and I look forward to hopefully us doing it again.
Let's do it again soon, dude. Listen, hell yeah.
Yeah, Loki. Loki was talking about doing the comic book roundtable. I was like, yeah, man, I'm with it, man. So
There you go.
stuff,
Well,
good
absolutely,
stuff, yep.
man. Absolutely. Because see, this is what I love to do. I look at old comics, and just I
Oh,
mean, that's my spinner rack time machine stuff I do there when I do, and everything.
I need
So,
that issue. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
the
look
Teen
at that. Oh,
Titans.
that's awesome. Yeah, God, that's good.
My spinner rack time machine, and so yeah,
Oh,
everyone. That's a video series I'm doing.
I was gonna say I have a shitload of Star Trek Golden Key comics, man. So
Oh, really? Oh, good
yeah,
Lord.
I got a nice stack of them. So it's
Hey, come on soon and show those off. We'll have Raquel here.
Raquel
She'll go nuts. She loves those.
oh yeah. I have quite a bit. I think I have possibly about almost half of the collection. So it's been
Nice.
in mint condition. So I have those. And I have a bunch of Star Trek comics. I have like over I got a long box just all
Nice,
Star
man.
Trek. Yeah, and it's everything is from Marvel and DC
Nice, yeah.
That's Star Trek, and I got a couple IDW, but
I don't have any of the gold. I don't have any of the gold keys. That's one.
Yeah,
one
the
big
gold
hole,
keys.
Michael. I wish I had gotten those years ago. Yeah, because
Oh,
now
man.
they're really tough to
They're
get.
amazing.
And the art on those covers, we're showing some of those. It's just gorgeous on some of those painted
Incredible.
covers. Yeah,
Love
so
that. I could find it for pretty cheap, man. So you come holler at your boy. I'll
There you go.
you help me
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Thank
this man can help you find the good stuff too. Glinzer, thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
Glinzer.
Show 24/7 showed some gems. He did. We appreciate you, brother.
blow that shit up.
There
Quick
we
show
go.
notes before I get out of here. I got some spinner rack time machine videos coming
All right.
for November weeks, as I always do, and some more comics history videos coming. And Wednesday night, actually tomorrow night, I'll be over with the great Nick Weiser doing Toxic Tuesday. We're going to be talking Tombstone. Can't wait. And Mark Neal will be
I'll
there
be
with
there
us.
too. Yep.
There you go.
Wednesday night, the great Retro Blasters, my great friend Michael French from Retro Blasting and myself, kind of our 10th anniversary of broadcasting together. We will be talking Doctor Who, all things Doctor Who, and then I will have the Global Geek Gang special roundtable of Doctor Who the next day, Thursday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, with some big-time Doctor Who YouTubers, or I think they're big-time because I love them. I think they're great guys. The great Bulls Trek, the great Noel of Tartar Zone, probably being our buddy Dan with the Space Book, our buddy LT Lord Thoth will be there. And of course, the whole gang, as many as we can pile in. We're going to talk about the Doctor Who that we love instead of going, because it's the anniversary.
Yeah, we'll all squeeze into the TARDIS.
We're all going to squeeze into that
There you
TARDIS.
go.
That's right. We're going to talk some TARDIS, folks. And I'm looking forward to that. And of course, Thursday night, Raquel and we're having such a good time at our new show, Clobby's Clubhouse, that Raquel and Mark D and I are doing together as a team. Just so much fun. We really love you that you all hang out with us for that. We appreciate you. And of course, Saturday Night Star Trek has been just unbelievable. You people have been fantastic. The biggest crowd. We had the biggest crowd we ever had the other night.
That was awesome last Saturday.
We did. It's just amazing. It's getting better and better. We're starting season 4 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. So
Right.
4 episodes. 4 episodes a week. So thank you all for being here with us tonight. I really appreciate it. And again, big shout out to not only, of course, Pat S for bringing this together, because I need to be reminded of this shit all the time. You know that, 24. But having these two fantastic gentlemen here with me tonight. Sherry, thank you for being here, lovely lady. And of course, all you guys. I want to single out the lady because it's just the way we are around. It's the way we roll. You guys, yeah, you can hang out too, but the ladies are important. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hungry Boy Buddy. Everyone here, Steve Mitchum, the great Eric K, the great Chris Persia. Who's here? Glinzer, thank you so much. Oliver Belamonte. Oh, my goodness. So many other fantastic friends over here. Can't remember them all. Cosmic Fusion, thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate you. I got your message there. Everybody who hung out with us. Gap Stargate, thank you. And yeah, just what a bunch of wonderful folks hung out with us here tonight.
There you go.
So have a great rest of your evening, my friends. And we will. And Kal-El, buddy, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I forget people. You know how that goes.
Yeah, if we forget anyone, it's not,
D-Bug was
not
here.
on purpose. Yep.
Yeah, D-Bug was here, brother. So anyone else I missed, I'm senile. You know that. So thanks, everyone, again. And big shout out to the great Stone Loki, who's going to be talking at 24 this Friday, because he did pop in. And, of course, he made this fantastic intro, outro for me for Monday nights. Love you all. Take care. Thank you, Comic Relief Crusader. Take care.